Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a full eyeshadow combination with you, and we are going to be using some pink lipstick and some pinks to actually create this combination. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started right away. I'm going to get started with a little bit of eye primer on my eyes, and I'm also going to tell you what's on my lips. So my lips today I have on, let me show you, I have on Love Me Pink lipstick, which is what I'm going to be using on my eyes as well. And then I also put on a little bit of the Unique Mauve over the top. So that's what's on my lips today. Tell me what you think about that down below. And make sure, if this is your first time here, if you have not, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more beauty and skincare content. All right, we're getting started with some eye primer up first. This is gonna keep your eyeshadow on longer. We're gonna go ahead and coat our eyelids with a little bit of eye primer, and this is also an invisible primer, so it's going to dry and be see-through immediately. All right, okay, so like I said, we're going to use this lipstick today as part of our eyeshadow combination. Then I am going to use a couple pink eyeshadows with it too. So if you like pink eyeshadow, this might be a new look for you. All right, here we go. We're gonna get started with this all over my lid first. I like the Love Me Pink because it's a little bit of a lighter pink lipstick. It's kind of like that, I don't want to say Barbie pink, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. Like that very bright, pretty summery, springy pink color. Okay, now I'm using my blending brush that has no product on it right now. So there's nothing on here. I'm just using this to blend out that eyeshadow. It's going to be the base that we're using today. So to blend this out with the blending brush, I call this the fluffy brush, but it's actually online, it's the eye blending brush. And if you want to buy any of these items that I showed today, you can definitely check out my website. It is part of the description. You can find all the products that I'm going to use in today's video down in the description as well. All right, nice and blended out. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a little bit of concealer. Hang on, here's my concealer. I'm going to put this in the inner corner over here. So I kind of want to brighten this part back up. So it's going to be kind of like a pink icy look. So I want it to be pink on the outside, and then I want it to be really bright pink or bright on the inside. We'll create this combination together. All right, so now I'm blending in my concealer, and the concealer that I'm using right now is Deep Ivory. So don't be afraid to bring that in the inner corner too, especially with where your eye gets a little bit dark in that inner corner. And right on the lid. I also want to know what you think down below about pink eyeshadow in general. Do you love pink eyeshadow? Do you gravitate towards pink eyeshadow? Is it something that you never use? Tell us down below. So you can see I put that concealer kind of like right in that little V right there, brighten that area up. And oh, I didn't even tell you, this brush that I'm using right now, this is the cream color brush. I love this brush. I also might even have a new product on my face. So if you want to guess what you think the new product is, you can go ahead and you can drop that down below in the comments. I would love to know what you think is new that I have on that I did not tell you about. So I told you about my lips and we're doing our eyes together. So it's gotta be something else on my face. Okay. All right, so I left like the outer ridge there is still the Love Me Pink Love Me Pink lipstick. Now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go in with some eyeshadows now. So here we go. I'm going to take Sunlit Rose right up here with my fluffy blending brush that we just used to blend that out, and I'm gonna put it right where the color is. I'm gonna just windshield wiper this back and forth. So I'm just adding a little bit more color there. A little bit more of that pink. Okay, same thing on the other side. So a Sunlit Rose, again, it's this sparkly pink. So I do kind of like doing it the way that I did it today, just because it already gives you that exact spot to add the color. So instead of adding the color before I put on that concealer, it kind of helps to really show you exactly where it's supposed to go. Just right on that outer ledge. Okay, now we're blending. So I'm not gonna add any more color right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep blending this back and forth for a minute. Okay. Now that it's nice and blended out, all right, what we're gonna do next is I'm gonna take, actually, I think right now you could put just Crystalline, so I am gonna use a little bit of Crystalline right now. I'm gonna take that, I think you could put that all over where the concealer is though, and that would be really pretty. I think you could put rose gold there. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna take the Crystalline, so that's that bright white. I'm gonna put it in the inner corner. So brighten, again, just like highlighting that inner corner, brightening it up so you can tell a difference here where it's like a little bit shimmery and bright versus just being white. I like the shimmer. It's pretty. It just helps brighten that area up too. All right, and then a little bit worked in here. And then I'm gonna take a little bit right underneath my brow. Okay, all right, now we're gonna use a little bit of liquid eyeshadow. Hang on, let me get pink Starlight. All right, so this is like the rosy gold pink color. I'm gonna put a little bit right here, right on my lid. Now this is gonna give us a little bit different shimmer and sparkle. All right, so I'm gonna use the same cream color brush that I used before. So you can see on this side, it's white. On this side, it's not so white. I mean, you can kind of see it through. But this side's the side that I did not use for my concealer. So that's the side I'm gonna use right now, just to kind of pat this out. Adding a little bit of shimmer on the lid. Okay, again, I think you could leave it just like this. I am gonna add just a little bit more of that Crystalline. Just a tiny bit more on top of here, just to really highlight it a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, what do you think about this eye combination so far? I'm gonna blend it one more time with my blending brush. I'm not adding any more color, just blending. And then the one other thing you could do too is you could bring a little bit underneath. So I'm gonna take my smudge brush here and I'm gonna pick up a little bit. I'm actually gonna pick up the Dusty Rose. So that's the matte one right here. I'll put that underneath. About halfway across there. All right, and then what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of the Crystalline too with the same brush, and I'm gonna put that on like the inner part. All right, just like that. So what do we think about the eyeshadow combination? What do you think about the pinks? Do you like the pinks? Do you hate the pinks? I think it could be really pretty, especially for like a spring or summer wedding. I think this could be a nice combination. Again, we used the Love Me Pink lipstick. We used that on our eyes and on our lips today. Okay, next I am going to add a little bit of mascara. So this is the Lash Fanaroma mascara. I'll add a couple coats of this. I know I've said this probably on every single makeup video, but I like how the bristles do pick up the different size lashes. So if you have some that are longer than others, I like that this bristle really kind of works to pick up the different sizes. Okay, so there's one coat of the Lash Fanaroma. And today, what I actually did, so I'm gonna give myself away, I'm gonna give one product away that it can't be, because I just did today, instead of using like the bronzing contour stick, if you've seen that, the limited edition one, there's only one available now. It's just the bronze and shimmer, so if you do want that, make sure you grab it right now. But I didn't use that as my bronzer. So if you like my bronzer today, what I actually did was I used the silky setting powder in light bronze as my bronzer today. So it was like a loose powder I used as the bronzer. So I kind of traded it up a little bit, and I think it ended up really nice and warm, but not too overpowering. So tell me what you think about that down below too. What do you think about the nice like light bronzed contour? All right, so here we go. Almost done with the lash or the mascara. I'll go back and do one last coat over here. If you guys have any questions too, drop them down below. I'm happy to address them. If you are a beginner to makeup, make sure you go back and check out my beginner makeup series. I do have beginner or basic, I guess it not necessarily just beginners, basic makeup too, but I've already done 3 parts and I'm gonna do a couple of more, so make sure you tune in with me with those too if you want some good basic tips. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like I said, if you want to shop any of these products, right down below in the description, you'll find my website, and you'll also find the link of all the products that I used today. So thank you so much for being here, and join me back here next time. Bye.